Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at Guzzlord, and we're going to be pairing it up with Armored Mewtwo again because I just couldn't pass up that combination. I didn't use it for too long in my last video, so let's go ahead and see what we have going on. We're going to be putting Tapu Fini on the team, and I'm going to have to say it worked out quite nicely here. So we didn't have quite the best lead and or swapping, as you can see here. I mean, we do have the Moonblast, which is going to be doing a lot of super effective damage. And something goes on here where the game just simply doesn't let them attack, or maybe it was a visual here and they go for Sacred Sword, maybe to recover the situation. But nonetheless, we're actually able to get to another Moonblast, which is kind of a little bit broken. We shouldn't have been able to do that. So getting both shields, we're looking pretty good, and immediately swapping into our Mewtwo here, which is going to be super effective to the Virizion. And they're going to be making us swap into their Incineroar. So we're going to go ahead and bring in our star of the show, Guzzlord here, which is going to basically wall this thing to infinity and beyond. Okay. What you going to hit me with? Fire, Dark? Both of them are resisted, right? So let's go. I don't think I farm all the way down and get a little nervous here. Yeah, I should have done that. They survived with about 1 HP, unfortunately. Hit me with a flame charge. So right, going to go ahead and hit these bubbles, I suppose. Go ahead and take them out. Don't really need to hit any of them. And of course, they're going to be bringing in that counter to our Guzzlord here. And we're just going to get off this damage before we do go down. It doesn't really matter because Mewtwo's going to absolutely sweep up this backline here completely and utterly. They got a Machamp in the front, right? So, did they have a Machamp? Was that the wrong battle? Yeah, never mind, Machamp, yeah. And we're taking that win. Folks, if you do enjoy my content, please give it a thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. Let's go ahead and see what we have for the next battle here. Met with a Charizard, so we got to look out for that Dragon Claw, which is super effective. Guzzlord can take a hit. It's got a lot of HP. It's not so much the defense, it's more so the stamina that's got going on there, right? So it's still going to be taking a decent amount of damage here. And yeah, there it is. But we're able to survive. They're not going to be able to farm us down or anything like that if we do shield up this next Dragon Claw. So I think we're going to go ahead and do that and kind of start putting on the pressure. Everybody wants to double shield right off the bat lately, so sounds good to me. Go ahead and use up those shields. It's perfect. I love it when you do that. Okay, let's get it. So we're going to let this one go absolutely, completely. There is no way we're shielding that up and using our last shield here. The question is, what do we want to farm down with? I suppose Tapu Fini. You already know they're going to have a counter, and it is going to be that Cresselia. It's not necessarily a counter, but it does have Grass Knot, which is going to be doing a lot of damage, as you're going to see here. Yeah, kind of ridiculous. Now we're in a kind of a bad position here because, well, our Armored Mewtwo has all moves that are not going to be really very effective to it whatsoever. We have Side Strike and Dynamic Punch. Yes, we're still going with those. Again, you can go with Rock Slide instead of the Dynamic Punch. And a Future Sight, or not Future Sight, Side Strike is going to be Legacy, so you can't just TM it if you do have one of these. Now, Armored Mewtwo is going to be one of the rarest things in the game, okay, when it comes down to legendaries. I'm not talking about shinies with a hat that you had to catch at an event because Niantic broke the event and you're only able to catch it in this specific Pokeball for this time. No, none of that crap. Things that are actually useful, and that is going to be Armored Mewtwo with Side Strike. Absolutely one of the rare Pokemon to have in this game right now. Because it was only out, what, twice? And there's been a lot of people that are new to the game coming back. They're like, whoa, excuse me, what is that? And why is it wearing the armor? And how in the hell do I get one of those? Well, you're going to have to wait for them to bring it back into the game. Who knows when that's going to be? Maybe soon. Maybe. We'll have to see. We're taking a loss there. Really close loss, but it was still a good game. Had to leave that one in there, so shout out to my opponent. Next battle, met with a Pidgeot here. This is kind of a whatever situation here. So let's go ahead and just start throwing these Dragon Claws before they hit me with that Feather Dance. Brutal Swing's going to do a little bit more damage, but it's not like some sort of dramatic change, right? Great, so we're going to let this move go. It is going to be a Brave Bird. I figured as much, but at this point, we're going to be able to take them down. They've used one shield, don't think they're going to want to use another one here. Great, so down they go, we win that matchup, and they're bringing in a Blaziken. Are you kidding me? We can go with Mewtwo or Tapu Fini, but I decided to go with the Tapu Fini because we're going to be able to do a lot of damage with that quick move. Well, what am I talking about? Mewtwo's Confusion would have done it as well, right? Alright, so we're just going to go ahead and stay here because we do resist the moves on it, right? And they're hitting me with a Blaze Kick bait. Oof, not falling for it, and they have an Umbreon in the bag. If only they knew I had the Mewtwo, they could have still put up a little bit of a fight there. Moving it on to our next opponent, met with a Swampert with a Guzzlord. This is a great lead here. It is a Shadow. Earthquake is going to be doing quite a bit of damage, so we do need to look out for that, but at the same time resisting the water, of course, because of the dragon. And Guzzlord can take that Earthquake. It's going to be bringing us down very low. nonetheless, and I do believe they bait me right here. Yeah, they sure do. But that's okay. We're going to keep on putting in that damage here and see if we can get 2 shields out of our opponent right off the bat yet again. And we do. Okay. Like I said, keep on doing that. Okay, just keep on using double shields at the beginning. Okay, it just puts a smile right on my face here. Getting to the Dragon Claw and winning this matchup with hardly any HP, so they're not going to be able to farm me up or anything like that. And that's pretty much the key a lot of the times, is winning that matchup, so you can pick the Pokemon to bring into battle here. And they're bringing in a Talonflame, so we're going to go ahead and bring in the Tapu Fini. Hit me with that Brave Bird. Oh, they're going for a Flame Charge. What? We're getting to the Surf, which is going to be enough to take out this Talonflame here. And what in the heck do they have in the back? And it is going to be a Venusaur, immediately swapping into our Mewtwo. And this is what I like to see here. This is called Easy Street, Easy Account Mode, because I did go negative for my last set. So they're like, hold on, okay, we'll throw some easy counters at you for this game. All right, although we were getting hard countered, as you can see here, so it's not all easy and fun downhill battle. So we're going to immediately swap into our Mewtwo up against this Powdered Snow Alolan Ninetales here. Could bring in the Tapu, but we're just going to go with the Mewtwo because it does have decent coverage in case they do try to counter me like this. Tapu Fini would have been fine, but who knows what they have in the back. Could be some sort of poison type. So let's go ahead and go for the Side Strike here. And yes, it is doing a lot of damage still. And again, Armored Mewtwo is going to be losing attack and gaining defense and stamina as opposed to the regular Mewtwo, right? So that's what the difference is. It's not just a cosmetic thing. The best cosmetic in the game for any Pokemon. None of these silly hats. If that's what you like to do, collect those Pokemon, cool. Right. I get people like those. That's good. It keeps people playing the game. It keeps it alive, even though they're not competitive or anything like that. But it keeps the Pokemon Go's numbers up, right? But I, for one, don't really like them too much. But this right here, definitely the best cosmetic in the game, as well as a stat change as well. Okay, so they have a Charizard back here. Okay, hitting me with that Dragon Claw, swapping into their Ninetales. This is not going to KO, but it's going to do a lot of damage. And I've already, unfortunately, locked ourselves in here with the Dragon Tail or Dragon Claw. So we're just going to go ahead and go with it, right? And swap into the Tapu Fini so they can't farm us up any extra here. And we are going to Water Gun them down. If we can, then we should be able to take this win here up against this Charizard. And we're taking the win with a Tapu Fini. I'm going to have to say Tapu Fini is very good. Okay, I hadn't used it, probably for like I've probably been using it for like a good week, 2 weeks now. And yeah, love the heck out of this thing. Absolutely amazing. All right, so next battle, we're met with a Tentacruel. This is another interesting battle. Now, we can get hit by Blizzard, which is going to one-shot us, I would say. Yeah, hitting us with an Acid Spray first. Okay, so we know they got Acid Spray, right? Now, they could have Scold, which is not very effective, and we should be looking good to win this matchup here. Now, they did go for an Acid Spray, lowering our stats, but that's okay. Hitting us with that Scold, lowering our attack, but we're able to take that win with like 1 or 2 HP. And they bring in their Umbreon, which is not going to be able to get too much farm there. Tapu Fini, which is going to be able to counter the Umbreon pretty nicely here. Takes a minute to get to the Moonblast, but we're doing a lot of damage with that Water Gun. They're going to be retreating into a Pidgeot. We're going to immediately bring in our Mewtwo here. Now, all we really need to do is bring them down low enough to potentially farm them down with Water Gun and make sure we do not get hit by a Feather Dance, because we do not want to drop our attack going up against the Umbreon, because that could potentially lead to a loss. So we got to be careful here, but it's not like we're in some sort of horrible situation. Oh my goodness, what are we ever going to do? Even if they hit us with a Brave Bird here, I mean, yeah, go ahead and do that. I'm going to be able to Water Gun you down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you're out of here. All right, so we're loaded up on energy. We're going to just go ahead and start baiting them because, well, that's just what we're going to do. Even if we went straight Surf, we would still win this matchup here, right? So I do believe we get their shield again. Great. And they're going to play this one out, huh? Because they actually do kind of bring us down low. So props to them. I think this might be the battle. Like, I'm going to get your shields, and I'm thinking, yeah, I'll let this one go. I'll do a little bit of a flex on you here. Get into the Moonblast, which is not going to be enough. We could still need a Water Gun down, and they can get to a charge move. And it was really close. So, hey, still go to game there, and we're taking the win. All right, let's keep it moving. Next opponent, what are we going to see? If you haven't hit that like button, please do. We're met with a Giratina Origin or Altered. Origin. Can't speak. All right, so they're going to be swapping into a Samurai. I guess we're just going to throw this energy. Probably a little unnecessary, but what we kind of want to do is bring them down low enough so we can farm them up a bunch. And we want to come out of this with hardly any HP. This is as simple as that. We want them to farm us down with their next Pokemon with like 1 quick move and try to get off a charge move ourselves. As a matter of fact, I do believe I go down almost getting off the Moonblast, but not quite actually getting it off. Unfortunately, up against a Giratina, they Shadow Claw me down. So long as they do not have a Dragon Pulse on that Giratina, we should be fine, because I'm going to assume they've got two Ghost moves, and we're just going to wall them with our Dark type. They immediately swap, and I do that same with our Mewtwo, and they got a Swampert in the back here. Now, Armored Mewtwo is amazing, folks. Now, not only are you doing a lot of damage, obviously not even comparable to the regular Mewtwo, but still pretty good. You're going to be able to take hits like a champ here, so just absorbing these Hydro Cannons. It's not that you're going to be able to just, take hits all day, right? It's Swampert at the end of the day with Hydro Cannon. But at least we're able to take two without shielding up, and now we're going to go ahead and do so. Now, getting to another Psy Strike. This is going to not quite KO. Well, no. That would KO. Never mind, I thought they had more health. Alright, so we're farming them up here. They're swapping. We're going to go ahead and swap ourselves with maybe 1 or 2 HP on our Mewtwo. And a Dynamic Punch and Psy Strike ready to go. Let's go ahead and see Moment of Truth. Ominous Win. Okay, sounds good. Going to go ahead and go for that Brutal Swing here. Guzzlord is great, folks. I mean, this thing is really fun to use. It's not something you're going to want to use in the Master League. Not really at all. Okay. Especially the XL Master League. That's just going to be ridiculous. But when it comes down to if you can get one in the Great League by trading, dropping those IVs, and then the Ultra League, they're going to be fantastic. Next battle, met with an Ampharos. This is great here. I mean, if they have Focus Blast, not good. If they have Dragon Pulse, also not the best. And this is one of the reasons why I like to go with the Dragon Pulse for those situations when we go up against those dragons there. Alright, they're going to be making a swap into their Wall Rain, and we bring in our Armored Mewtwo to go ahead and handle the situation here. Now, everybody keeps on shielding up Armored Mewtwo, so I'm not even going to build up to the Dynamic Punch and see if they shield it up. And of course, they let it go. Probably would have done a little bit more damage than the Psy Strike there, but it doesn't really matter. The confusions are still going to help us out. Going to let this Earthquake go because, well, we can just tank everything and it doesn't really matter. And we got energy coming out of this battle. Unfortunately, the Ampharos is going to be able to get it off first. Contemplating shielding this up, but I didn't want them to farm me down and coming out of this with a bunch of energy. So we're just going to let it go. Immediately bringing in the Guzzlord, and they're bringing in their Charizard, going for the Dragon Claw, swapping into the Tapu Fini, and the alignment couldn't be any better than this, folks. I tell you what, let's go. We completely wall Charizard. There's nothing it can do. Again, if it can learn Solar Beam in the future, then that's another thing, but it can't. So, we'll leave that one to Typhlosion. Alright, so we're going to be getting a shield out of them finally, and we're going to simply water gun them down and not shield up anything because, well, there is no point in doing that at all. So taking them out, they're down a shield, bringing in that Ampharos, which is going to be able to farm us down here. But at the same time, we're going to put on the pressure with the Surf and the Water Gun, because they really have no more health left, and we've got 2 shields immediately swapping into our Guzzlord. And I kind of play it safe here. I don't know if they have, yeah, right, they just revealed their other moves. So Thunder Punch and Brutal Swing. We don't need to worry about shielding up again. We're perfectly fine. And letting it go, getting to the Dragon Claw, and taking that win with the Guzzlord at the end up against the Ampharos right where we started. Alright, next battle. I do believe this may be our last one here. Charizard lead, Shadow. Okay, let's go. That Dragon Claw is going to be doing a lot of damage. And our Dragon Tail is absolutely digging into that Shadow Charizard completely. Dragon Claw bringing us down to half health. Are you kidding me? That's a lot of damage there, Charizard. Dang, holding it down. So using their shield, great. And we will be shielding this one up because we can outpace them to the next one here. And let's see, I'm telling you, everybody's using double shields right off the bat. Keep on doing it. Okay, great. Love it. Love it. Alright, so at this point we can lose a matchup, we don't even care. And winning swap, it doesn't really matter because they have no more shields. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and bring in Mewtwo to start farming him up. We know they're going to have a counter to a water or something like that. And there it is, a Registeel. Lovely. So this is going to get a little interesting here. So watch this. Watch this. Okay, Focus Blast, calling it. Going to go for the Dynamic Punch. This is one of the reasons why I have it for those steel types. And look at that damage. Okay, interesting, right? Right. So, they hit me with a Zap Cannon here, and they're going to lower my attack, but I feel like our Dynamic Punch is doing more than it did the first time. Watch this. I don't know, maybe it's just me. Let's see. I don't know. It looks like almost the same, but it doesn't look like they dropped my attack much at all. Immediately swapping into their Swampert, and we're going to bring in that Tapu Fini. All we got to do is really look out for that Earthquake. Too late. There it is. And that's okay. We're going to go straight for that Moonblast. We're still in an okay position here because the Mewtwo, well, it doesn't really have any health. But we're able to take out that Swampert, and we should be able to water gun them down and take that win. If you did enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up and take care.
The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
Hey! So you're finally here! Fantastic!
I touch the net. This is the best day